Hey, what's going on guys, James here, and we are back with the much requested Runescape money making guide series. Today we're going to be making money with the fruit bat and spirit spider. So to jump straight into requirements, what we're going to need, either 10 something or 69 something, 10 for the spirit spider and 69 for the fruit bat. You will also need some access to some starting GP, but quite literally 10k will be more than enough. So you might be wondering how we're going to be making money with spirit spiders and fruit bats. So I've made a small diagram, and first of all we have red spider's eggs, and basically we're going to be using some of our starting GP to buy spirit spider pouches, the rest to buy egg spawn scrolls, and then using those two items we're going to make red spider's eggs, which will sell for even more GP in the grand exchange. As for the fruit bats, and you can make papaya fruits in the exact same way, so we're going to be using some of our starting GP to buy the fruit bat pouch, then we're going to buy the fruit fall scroll, we're going to make papaya fruits and sell them again for a higher amount of GP than we input into the scroll and pouch. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate to you guys what you actually have to do. First off, I'm going to demonstrate the spirit spider pouch with the egg spawn scrolls. Now, to do this, you can do this anywhere. The best place to do it is just obviously near a bank or an obelisk. And there's an obelisk just over there to the northeast. Compass is upside down. And there's a bank here just at Edgeville. You're also next to the Grand Exchange. Now, the pouch buys for market, slightly just over market. The scrolls will buy for over market at the minute. The reason is that the eggs are actually, the red spider's eggs are rocketing, like increasing in price by 4% a day in the Grand Exchange. So obviously the scrolls will be slightly more expensive than market, but the profit margins are still excellent, and they're actually getting bigger every day at the minute without the bots in the game, so that's awesome. So simply summon your spirit spider. Make sure you got your, here we go, I'll show you. Select left click option onto special move, and then I like to have this up. I like to show you the familiar details. I just got rid of it. Show you familiar details like so, and then all you start doing, start spam clicking. And the good thing about this is it's really easy, and once you have finished spam clicking and use the scrolls you can just wait for the spec bar to recover and just, you know, AFK chill, you know, well, just sit and watch something, or you could do this half screen while you watch something, that kind of thing. Just a fairly easy and really fairly quite good way of making money, really. So we just keep doing this until all the specials gone, or we've used all of our scrolls. So I've got one left to use. I'll go into in a minute, in just a second. I will go into, once I've shown you the fruit bat, I'll go into the profit margins and basically how the spec bar works. As you can see, it's 60 spec points, how many spec points each scroll uses, all that kind of goodness. What you want to do is, once you use the scrolls, is pick these up before they start appearing for the people. You've got 1 minute to pick them up before other people can see them, and then they're going to start trying to rob them, because these things are worth a fair bit of money. So a fruit fall scroll at the minute, sorry, an egg spawn scroll at the minute is 60 GP. I had to buy these scrolls around 72 GP each, so 12 GP of a market. But as you see, 72 GP per scroll. I used 10 scrolls. I got, what's that, 11 eggs. Usually you get more eggs, because sometimes it can spawn up to 5 eggs per scroll. So I got quite fairly unlucky there, but I used the equivalent of 720 GP's worth of scroll and gained 6.6k's worth of red spider's eggs in, what, a minute, and then it takes 2 minutes for the bar to fully recharge, and you can do it again. And like I said, I got fairly unlucky then, so that's obviously really good. And after I've shown you the fruit bat scroll, or how to use the fruit bat scrolls, I will go into all the profit margins and exactly how the scrolls and special scrolls all work. Okay, so for the fruit bat, as you can see, I'm stood at a farming patch. You might be thinking, why the hell am I stood at a farming patch? Why not at a bank? And, the reason is very simple. At farming patches, you get 2 leprechauns. And basically, if I'm going to be spawning a lot of fruit, and you can actually note fruit on the leprechaun. Now, you can't do this for the red spider's eggs, but you can do this for all the fruit that the fruit bat spawns. Now, you can do this any way you like. You can do it a patch like this, and you can plant your herbs, etc., and note the herbs as well, bring some supplies. Or you can do it, you can maybe plant a papaya tree or something like that, and you can pick the papaya tree. You can go do it next to a cactus. You can pick the spines of the cactus, whatever. Although I'm not sure if there is a leprechaun at the cactus spot. And that way you can, it allows you to make even more money or harvest even more money whilst doing it. So this is kind of my method of how I would do it. So it was exactly the same as before. You just keep casting your fruit fall scroll like so, and your fruit bat will bring you some papayas and stuff. He will also bring you other fruit. Now, these other fruit, there's oranges, lemons, and there's coconuts, which are worth picking up. But there's oranges, lemons, limes, and bananas, and pineapples. They're worth roughly, the things like the lemons and oranges, they're worth around 100 GP each. I personally don't think it's worth it, but if you want to, you can pick them up as well. Now, again, alternatively, there is an alternative method to this, to the method I'm currently using at the minute. So I'm just stood at the patch like so I'll show you in a second, so I can do this. I can grab the goods and use them on the leprechaun, and it notes them just like so. However, the other method you could do is stand in Shiloh Bank on Karamja, and the reason is that if you go on here, familiar details, you'll see that I've used pretty much the whole special bar now, and I'll go into the details of exactly how this works in a second. But once you've run out of special bar, you can actually click on this and click fly, and if you're on Karamja, then basically it will take 8 seconds, but the fruit bat will fly away and go and pick up other fruit for you, and it'll be kind of inside the bat. And, oh, even more GP, there you go, even more GP, what's that worth at the minute? Made an extra 4k. It will go and collect you other fruit, but the best fruit it can collect you is oranges, and they're worth around 150 GP. So I don't think it's personally worth it, because it means you've got a lot more clicking to do. I'd much rather use the scrolls, kind of just chill out and not really do a lot, and wait for it to recharge, use more scrolls, pick it up, and then repeat over and over, as opposed to keep endlessly clicking fly. Then when it gets back, you try and use 2 scrolls, then fly it again, and it just gets like a lot more complicated for not a lot more gain. But like I said, you can use that method if you want to. So again, I got quite unlucky. It only gave me 6 papayas. Normally it's about an 80% or a 20% chance it fails, or 20 to 30% roughly. So again, slightly unlucky, but it doesn't really matter. These things are rising in the G at the minute, and I'm currently worth almost 2k each. So it was 12k. Again, I'll go into the profit margins next. Before we can work out profit, we need to know how many scrolls you can use per hour, and luckily it's exactly the same for both, so I only have to do it once. But basically, in your summoning bar you have 60 points, so the summoning bar is worth 60 points, and it takes 2 minutes to regenerate from 0 to 60 points. Now both the fruit fall scroll and the egg spawn scroll use 6 summoning points per special attack. That means it takes 2 minutes to cast 10 to use 10 scrolls, because 6 times 10 is 60, which is the full bar, which respawns or regenerates every 2 minutes, which means you will be able to use 300 of either scroll per hour, depending on whether you're using the fruit bat or the spirit spider method. As for calculating profit, that's very simple. So first of all, for red spider's eggs using the spirit spider, I've neglected the cost of the pouches, because like I said in the video, it's so minimal in comparison to the price of the eggs or anything. Basically, it's 600 times the price of red spider eggs minus 300 times the price of the scroll, and that'll give you your profit per hour. As for the profit per hour for papayas, it's basically 250 times the price of the papaya minus 300 times the price of the fruit fall scroll, and again that will give you the profit per hour for using the fruit bat scrolls. So the final thing to add is, at the time this video is made and at current GE prices, what profit can I expect to make per hour with each method? So with the 10 summoning requirement, and to make red spider's eggs from spirit spider pouches, you can make up to 340k per hour, and with 69 summoning spawning papayas with the fruit fall scroll and fruit bat, you can make up to 440k GP per hour, which is fairly good considering you can do it so easily. There's fairly minimal clicking and then picking the stuff up. It's very easy. As long as you've got a summoning requirement, there's nothing else you require except for a small amount of GP. Definitely a good money making method in my books. So if you did enjoy this money making guide and you want to see more money making guides in the future, then please give this video a thumbs up. Other than that, I hope you enjoy making money. Also on the screen now are 2 other money making guides in the series, episode 1 and 2 if you haven't already seen them. So if you want some other money making guides or other methods of making money, then I suggest you go check them out as well. See you guys.